Hello everybody, it is the 1st of October, which means it is officially Vlogmas. Oh my goodness, what is going on with these hairs? It's 9:15 in the morning on a Saturday, which is not nice. My body woke up at like 10 to 8 because we're expecting somebody from our letting agent, but we're expecting a workman associated with our letting agent to come and do some pat testing on some of our appliances. We only really have 2 appliances that were here when we moved in. Everything else we've kind of put into storage and got our own version of them. So we got our own microwave, we got our own kettles and toasters, and yes, we have 2 toasters, one for Scott with his gluten-free bread and one for my bread. So all the other appliances that were here when we moved in, we've literally just put them into a cupboard. And so the guy's literally going to be coming all the way through from Edinburgh for like 10 minutes basically. But they have to do it because there was appliances here when we moved in. So they're going to probably check our washing machine, our fridge freezer. They're probably going to check a couple of the heaters maybe as well. But the guy's literally going to leave after that. So I almost feel like it's a wasted journey, but I think by law they have to come and do it. Just a little bit miffed that we found out so late on that they were coming today. And they're like, oh, we'll get the key from your letting agent. I'm like, hell fucking no. Ain't nobody coming in my house with a key that is not Scott, me, or my mum. Not happening. So I replied back basically saying that somebody will be in, do not get the key, ring the bell, and we will let you in. And the guy was just like, okay, absolutely fine. But I was meant to be at my parents' house. I was meant to be waking up at my mum and dad's house today. I was meant to be cat sitting for the whole weekend, but plans have changed. The weather yesterday was god awful. We had quite high winds. We had weather warnings for wind and rain. I woke up this morning and it was lovely. I should have left. Like, I should have just gone, nope, Scott can wake up when the doorbell goes. But I hung around and it is now absolutely chucking it down outside. Somebody ordered the bad weather to come again. So I'm on the fence about whether I'm going to go down the road, but my mum just says to come down. Scott's having a lads' night tonight, and he doesn't care if I'm in the house, like upstairs, but I don't want his friends to feel like they have to censor themselves because I'm here. So I offer to not be in the house. I like his friends. It's not that I don't like them. I do like them. I just feel like if I'm around, they have to censor themselves with like the amount of swearing they say or the amount of sports they talk about, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be heading down to my folks' house because I really want to go to my old LYS and see if I can get more of this yarn. And I also kind of want to check out the cross-stitch shop as well and just see if there's anything, like any small projects I could maybe pick up. Oh, I'm going to sit up straight. But today is the first day of the Halloween sock along and I have chosen my yarn for the year. This is a self-striping from Giddy Yarns. And this is the Chaotic Cauldron colourway, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 425 metres. And I chose this one out of ease. I was going to do Toil and Trouble by Geeky Gamer Crafting Lass or something like that. I talked about it in the last podcast, but I would have had to have wound that, like, kick that skein up, and I just went with ease and I have this one. So I'm going to be casting them on later on. I think I need to find like a contrast for heels, toes and cuffs, But I'm also, I looked these out. I also am so tempted to do a colourwork sock. And I've kind of found some patterns online that are taking my fancy. But I either need to buy the pattern or I'm going to have to make it up myself. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do there. My thumb is giving me a lot of jip, like a lot of hassle. And so I didn't knit last night. No, I knitted a little bit. And then I put everything down. I was like, no, I really got to rest. That was my wrist cracking. So yeah, I'm either going to knit today or I'm not, which is really bad because I should be knitting for my own cast on. But I also need to rest so that I'm not doing more damage. Even though I'm wearing a hat, my hair looks god awful in hats because it's growing out. But yeah, that's my morning. I'm just waiting here until either Scott wakes up or the pat tester arrives. Literally whatever happens first, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to hit the road. The rain has let off a little bit. It's still raining, but it is nowhere near as downpour as it was. So I will need to locate my raincoat. Yes, some people in Scotland actually own a raincoat. And maybe a brolly as well, just for walking around. Yeah, my bag is already packed. That one there. Already packed, ready to go. It was ready to go yesterday. And then the bad weather hit. Roads were starting to flood, roads were getting shut, blah blah blah, trees were down. So stayed home last night and may or may not wake up in Grianaig tomorrow. I will keep you informed. Like, I'm hoping to get down to my LYS and record a little bit of footage. That was the hope for this weekend the whole time. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, I officially knocked off on annual leave as of 3 p.m. last night. Well, not last night, 3 p.m. yesterday. So it feels really good to know for the next 2 weeks I can just recharge, switch off as well. Like if I want to literally veg on the sofa, I can veg on the sofa. But yeah, I'm really happy to have a couple of days off. I was hoping it would be like a big crafting kind of 2 weeks, but if my thumb's going to give me as much problems as it has been, I might need to rethink those plans. But I think it's also making me be like, right, okay, well, I could do some sewing because that's more fingers than thumbs, like the way you would kind of feed the material through. But then there's also the cutting of all the paper pieces, the fabric, blah blah blah. So we'll see. Very rambly to get us off the bat, but yeah, start of Vlogtober. It's the 1st of October. It's very wet here in Scotland, shock horror. I have a cup of tea whilst I wait. I really hope this guy doesn't take too long to arrive. He promised he wouldn't be here too early, and I indicated around about 10 o'clock if he could get here for 10 o'clock. But he's coming all the way through from Edinburgh, which I don't understand why our letting agent can't find somebody more local. They're finding local like glazing companies and stuff to come out, but they won't get a local pat tester, so don't know. Yeah, you don't care about that stuff. Until the next clip.
No. Oh, I wanted to make. Say hi. Nah, this is the cheap thing I got for going to New York. New York.
Oh, don't you start your nonsense. Don't take your bad mood elsewhere. No, come on. Out of there. What's going on? You have it? Come here.
What you saying? You talking? Hmm? Are you talking? You coming? You're gonna fall over. You silly sausage.